Welcome to my final project. Just a quick refresher, my name is Leanna Ritter and I intern at the Harrah's Waterfront Convention Center. As I previously stated in my job tour video, the bulk of what I do at my internship includes creating banquet event orders. We use a system called Delphi that is accessed through a computer login system called Salesforce. So here's what the login screen looks like. I log in through one of my manager's usernames and passwords, as the corporation only allows so many people to have their own accounts. So this is what it looks like in Delphi. After logging in, I usually have a specific convention or event I'm looking for, so I use the search bar on the top left corner to find it quickly. In other cases, I sometimes have to look up what is going on in certain rooms during a certain time frame, so I use the availability feature to see what is open or what is being utilized during that time. So after finding the correct booking, this is what it will show up. Below is the basic information of the booking, such as the dates, convention service manager planning it, property, the contracted food and beverage minimum, and the client contact. As you see, there are multiple options to click on to look at more information. In order to look at the banquet event lines, I click on Manage Events. Here's an example of BEO lines that were built for this specific booking. They tell the classification, name, time, date, duration, and location of the events. The event classification is important for scheduling staff, and the name of the event is what is going to be posted on the screens throughout the conference center. The most common event classifications I use is meal specifications, breakouts, meetings, or receptions. So first, to build a new event line, you click on New Event, and the line shows up like a blank line like this. It is important to fill out each part carefully and save frequently so you don't lose any of your work. So after your BEO line is built, you have to add more resources so that the staff knows what they're going to be doing. In order to add more resources, instructions, and notes for the specific event, we click on Items, which is found on the left side. In this particular example, I clicked on the items of a lunch. This is how they will be set up when the resources are added. It is easy to manipulate the price and quantity of what is needed in this toolbar. So to begin to add the resources, you can click Select Items, and this toolbar will appear on the side. I usually search for the resource. It took a while to get a hang of what everything is called, and when grabbing food items, it is important to know the food package name, so it's easy to add all the food items at once. So this is what a menu can look like. On the bottom is each food item and the quantity of each. In occasions where there are customized menus, all the food items need to be listed out manually. The price can be listed at the unit price, and sold by is what the unit is classified as. It's usually per person. This is an example of a resource note. This particular one is added if there is a discount on food or if the group is tax exempt. Next is what we create to put details about what the setup is expected to look like. All the setups are written in manually as they vary for each conference. It is important for me to put in the type of setup that it is and how many people we set for. Some of the notes can also include audiovisual needs such as screen, projector, and podiums. After adding all the resources needed, it is important to look over what you have added. To print the page, you can go back into the home page and click Batch Merge. After printing, I review the BEO to make sure all the items are there and neat. It was hard to get used to the software because you really don't know what the finished product is going to look like until it is printed. So this is an example of what a printed BEO looks like with all the details included. To look closer, this is what the food items look like when lined up. Sometimes food items will print twice, and I have to go back and delete it so that it looks neat. The serve time is important to get correct so that the servers know when to serve and clear the food. Next is what the setup notes and other notes look like as well. It is important that everything is included here and that it is easy to read so that no one misses anything. So on top of each of the BEOs, it is important to make sure that the event lines are correct so that it shows up here. Also, all branches of the convention center that will receive the BEO now will know which convention managers to contact with questions and the client to contact with preferences during the event. Another task I have to do through Delphi is change logs. Change logs are used when there is a change in the BEO 7 days or less before the event. So instead of clicking Items, you click View. After that, you see more details about the specific booking event and select Change Logs. You then have to click New Change Log Entry. Once you're in the changelog, I have to type in the BEO number as the entry name. Then I type in the change to the previous BEO. In this example, I change granola bars to candy bars. After that, I submit it and file it in as revised. So thank you for listening, and I hope I could teach you more on how to make a BEO in the Delphi system.